Yo, welcome back. So we're testing Doom The Dark Ages on Game Pass. We are using a 9070XT. We set to 1440p. We've got field of view turned to 90. Depth of field, film grain and all of that stuff turned off. We're using XeSS as our upscaler, but we're using native. We're using the XeSS for anti-aliasing, and motion blurs turned off, and at the moment we are using Ultra Nightmare, and we have set our texture pool size to 1496. So let's have a look at what kind of FPS we get. So at the moment we are getting roughly 95ish FPS. Not too bad with the settings, and I did undervolt the GPU by 50 millivolts just to keep it cool, because in the UK it is getting a little bit warmer, so I want to keep the GPU and CPU cooler, so I also undervolted the CPU as well, and I actually put my fans down from it was up performance, silent mode, and now I've got it as standard, so it should run a little bit more cooler. During winter times it's not really needed, but now it's getting warmer, it's definitely affecting the temperatures. But anyway, the game is actually quite smooth compared to other games that have been coming out. I'm not really a Doom fan. This is probably the first time I ever played Doom. The only reason I'm playing it is because there's so much hype around it, and because there's so much hype around it, I thought there'd be a lot of interest in these kind of videos, especially the 9070XT. And I'm hoping to get the 9060XT as my test machine, because I think that'll be popular as well, especially where it's now got FSR 4, and it should be a decent budget GPU if you're not a Nvidia fan. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get a 9060XT. Hopefully the 16 gig version, definitely not the 8 gig version, because 8 gigs in 2025 is it's not good. So yeah, but yeah, game is pretty smooth, to be honest. I've seen other people's benchmarks, and they're saying that this game, with this CPU, it's running pretty smooth. It's even beating 5080s and 4080 supers. So I'm not sure if it's a game or if it's just AMD doing really good, but yeah, it's not doing too bad, especially as it's got RT enabled, baked in. I've tried to modify the game and see if I can turn it off, but it's not possible. It's not a config. It's literally baked in and you can't change it. But hopefully someone with a bit more experience can hopefully crack it, but at the moment there isn't anything. I've already checked, so that's a bit of a shame, because I always try to mess around with FSR 4 and turn off Lumen and things like that, but at the moment there's no support for FSR 4 or Lumen to turn off, because it's on Vulkan, so you can't really turn on FSR 4. But yeah, pretty smooth gameplay, and yeah, I'm quite happy with the way it's performing. Yeah, again, I'm not really a Doom fan, but I'm only playing it because it's on Game Pass as well. I wouldn't buy it, definitely not for $80 or whatever, however much it is. I only normally play games on Game Pass now, that's how I roll now. But yeah, I'm quite glad it came on Game Pass actually, because I get to benchmark it or do my kind of basic testing around it, which is always fun. But yeah, just want to do a quick video on this, on the high settings, and to show you how well it's performing. So we're getting around to 90 FPS, which is more than enough for me. If I did put it down to say medium, let's see, that it doesn't really scale that well in this game. Once path tracing is turned on in the updates, I think it's going to come in the next few weeks. It's going to have more impact on the Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, etc. But at the moment, because it's not available, it's not having much of an impact. So once that's here in the game, there would be much more difference in the FPS. So let's look at medium. Oh. So as you can see, from 90 to 100 is not much, going from Ultra Nightmare to medium. So yeah, at the moment scaling isn't that great, so might as well play with Ultra Nightmare at the moment until path tracing comes on, and then he'll wreck a lot of GPUs. But yeah, that's a quick review or overview or benchmark, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.